Good morning, gurus. Welcome to another episode. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Bitcoin right now is hitting $95,000. $95,000 per Bitcoin. The last trade I closed was around, I think I closed it, we'll check, it was somewhere here. I'll check on my charts, but closed it, and now it's just pumping out. It doesn't stop. We had a little bit of a pullback to 93,200. It seems to be a place can get it, maybe 91, but it just keeps going right now. So the areas to try and buy would be 93,200 and 91, but Bitcoin just doesn't stop. 95. Yesterday it pulled back a little bit to 93. Went to 94,600, pulled back to 93,800, then just again going to 95. H-Bar, he went long 326%. Elon and Vivek Ramsey to launch Dogecast podcast for the Department of Government Efficiency. Bitcoin is trying to take out 95,000 right now, 3.2 trillion, and it broke this. There was a little bit of a rising wedge. I'll show you on the technicals. It broke it 3.2 trillion, but it's nearly all in Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance is just wrecking altcoins. Ethereum altcoins getting hammered on Bitcoin dumping. They get hammered on Bitcoin pumping. They get hammered. 589,000 viewers, Bitcoin price.live. Be careful going heavy long up here. The time to go heavy long was at 16,000 Bitcoin. The time to go all in was 16K Bitcoin. Now you need to be very cautious up here. Yes, it's pumping higher. This is when everyone's going to FOMO in. And then in 2021, Bitcoin went from 69,000 to 15,000. In 2016, Bitcoin went from 20,000 to 3,000. So be very careful going heavy up here. It can pull back. It can pull back to 50,000. It can pull back to 30,000. No one knows. So be very cautious up here. Unlikely it pulls back below 50, but it just keeps going. But a lot of FOMO, a lot of money is going to be piling in here. And this is a very dangerous time to be going extreme greed where everyone's piling in at 95. I would be very cautious. You want to buy buying at extreme fear. 60K bonus on Bybit. That's where I trade and buy Bitcoin and exchange trade. Bitcoin dominance is actually 61%. Need to fix that. Funding fee positive. Only 1% funding, 0.1% funding fee at 94,900. Look, no pullback happening on Bitcoin. I'm going to be very cautious. Take out breakout longs on Bitcoin and altcoins. And I'm going to buy spot altcoins that haven't yet pumped that I think could be good. But right now, Bitcoin is wrecking all the altcoins, even Ethereum getting decimated by Bitcoin pumping. It's all the money is being sucked up into the liquidity of Bitcoin. Hit the subscribe button, smash up, thumbs up button, turn on the bell. Let's jump into technicals for Bitcoin now. We're going into the technicals, and I opened a long on Ethereum yesterday. It went 4,000 in profit, and then I took out some of it because the trade was just too big. It was 120 something. I posted it all on X. It was 100, and I'm also going to pick the winner of $200 on X. You can see here, this is my X. Bitcoin, did you just see that? Bitcoin hit a 4-year low. Ethereum hit a 4-year low against Bitcoin. 92,900 followers. Whoever comments on any of my posts in the next 24 hours is following me and retweeting. I will choose one person for $200 today in my videos. Okay, it hasn't been 24 hours. So in 17 minus, so in 7 hours, so the next video, I'm going to pick one winner for $200. Closing in on 4 million views this month on my X, which is amazing. And 3 days remain till the Magicraft World Champion. And here, Ethereum about to break out. I opened a long on Ethereum. It went positive $4,000 up to 3,160, but I had 120 Ethereum long. And then I was like, that's too much. You can see here, reduce size and risk as 50% as liquidation is too close and would need too much margin to reduce. I reduced that to 59 Bitcoin. We were still positive. It took some profits actually on that trade. But now it's negative 1,900, 300, 1,200, and my world trade also down 2,000. These are quite small trades. My liquidation for this Ethereum is below 2,796. I'll lower it below 2,500. And this world trade liquidation 1.74. But alts are just getting hammered on this Bitcoin trade. And my account actually quite down from yesterday, 812 to 801 to now 792. Very fluctuating week. My high on the month was 7,878. So quite a big pullback on the month. Bitcoin trade, Ethereum trade world. Let's go into the technicals for Bitcoin. We're going into the technicals for Bitcoin. Look at that. It's trying to break through this rising wedge. It's already through, actually. It's retested, bouncing, hitting 95. So this pullback to 84K didn't happen. This rising wedge didn't play out. It's like breaking towards the upside. which is weird for a rising wedge, but okay. But I would be very cautious going long here, everyone. It's too dangerous in my opinion. We're coming up to the 100K, which was my target for a long, long time, back from 16K. No one was believing me when we were at 30K and I was talking about this, but inverse head and shoulders, cup and handle, I should have held on to my trades. If you look at my Bitcoin trade, my last Bitcoin trade futures, I closed at 92,000, and now we're at 95. I should have held it. I was trading Bitcoin. I sold it. I bought it at 89, sold it at 92, and we're just not stopping. Now 95. Funding fee positive. I'm in no Bitcoin trades. I had orders for Bitcoin at 84 and 80, and now we're 10K away from 84. Crazy. Bull flag is pushing out. Crypto Guru bought fire to buy in February. That's when I was saying to buy heavy long Bitcoin at 20K in February 2023. Bitcoin indicator still buy. Crypto Guru bought still a buy. Both indicators still firing buys, which is amazing. At 100K, we've still got this bull flag, and it's turning into a bull flag. It's not a raising wedge anymore. Trying to take out 95. Major supports now are, I would say the major support is 72. We also have a support at 80 and a support at 84. These are support lines right now. We have 89, 93, 97 is a resistance, 100K is resistance, 104 is a resistance, and 109 is final kind of target of this big bull flag and cup and handle. But again, very dangerous to try and go heavy long here at this all-time highs in my opinion, but it's not pulling back. If you want to try and catch a trade, try to take it from 89, 84, 80. This is where I would take a trade. It's a bit dangerous to be going long in my opinion. But then the problem is you can't also go long on altcoins, because even though they're at lows, they just get nuked every time you try and go long on them. So if I was going to take a trade, I would try to take it on a pullback to 84, even though, again, Bitcoin is not pulling back here, which is crazy. It breaking out of this rising wedge, I would still try to take it from 84. You could try and take a riskier trade at 89. But the problem is Bitcoin is not even pulling back at all. Like, you're having only, like, we had a pullback here from 93 to 86. Then we had a little bit of a pullback from here from 91 to 88. So it's very little pullbacks that Bitcoin is having. I don't want to chase now. I want to be very defensive. If you try and catch a long, I would try to take them from these two positions, but this is a risky one. Make tight stop losses. 89,800 would be the trade open. 89,000 stop loss, risking 779 to make 19,000 per Bitcoin. Target 109, sorry. Risk reward 25 times. 10x leverage would be 190,000. Safer trade I would take would be at 84. Stop loss at, I would make tighter stop loss as well. 83. This is the trade I would take. Risk to reward is 37 times, risking 670 to make 25K per Bitcoin. With 10x leverage would be 250K. Those are the trades I'll take on Bitcoin. This one being the riskier one and very dangerous in my opinion. This one being a slightly safer, but again, I don't want to chase here. I want to be very defensive. And you can see I've got this trade at 84 and 80K. I'm not going to set this 89K. Yes, Bitcoin could pull back. I don't want to chase it. The time to buy Bitcoin was at 16K, and I was tweeting about that a lot. You can see here, if you follow me on X, I was saying the time to buy Bitcoin, where did I post it? Yesterday's video was 16K. So you can see here, I'm buying Bitcoin and altcoins today will be life-changing. That was when Bitcoin was at 20K. Buying Bitcoin, now I'm saying I'm usually the most bullish person, especially at Bitcoin under 20K. I'm not bullish right now. I'm very defensive and something is wrong. It's to, in my opinion, be very careful. However, Bitcoin is not stopping, so you have to make your own decisions, everyone. I've got an Ethereum trade, but quite small ones because I don't want to chase up here. This Ethereum trade is, I use 20K of margin, stop loss below 2,700, and I've got World Trade. I use 12,000 of margin, stop loss below $1.70. So I've got those two active trades, and then I've got that Bitcoin at 84 and 80, and I've got spot buys on TON at $4.50, which TON came down to a low last night of $5.19. So I've got a 450 TON. Doge, I've got 33 cents. Doge also pumping. It came to a low last night, Doge, of $3.36. So it actually came close to activating that Doge. Uni I've got at 720 for spot buys. It came down to a low last night of $8.60. That's when I sold, when I bought Uni here at $7.20, no, $7.90, and I sold it at $9.50, and now we're coming back down to $8.60, and I've got buy orders for Uni at $7.20, and World I've got for $1.60. And I've bought spot, I bought 50K worth of World, and that's getting quite hard. I bought 50K worth of World, it's 47K, so I'm not in spot, and I've only got those two trades active, and those spot trades active. Don't chase here. I took profits a lot, and now I'm being very defensive with my entries. Altcoin still, let's go into Ethereum. Ethereum did not yet pump. However, Ethereum, every time Bitcoin drops a little bit, Ethereum gets destroyed. Every time Bitcoin pumps a little bit, Ethereum just pumps. It's quite difficult to trade right now because everything against Bitcoin is just getting annihilated. They might have small pumps, but then if Bitcoin drops even a little bit, it gets... So on Ethereum, on the bigger time frame, we have this symmetrical triangle that goes back all the way to 2021. And you can see here, builds pressure, and usually breaks out the base of the triangle. The target of that huge pattern will be this distance here. 70% of the move. So August 2025, target will be 7,500 for Ethereum. And we're at 3,000 now. I opened a trade yesterday on the breakout of this. I'll show you this bullish pennant. It looked like it was going to break out last night. It went for it and then it pulled back in. So you can see here, bullish pennant actually broke underneath. Builds pressure, breakout, and this is when I went long yesterday on the look, like it looked like it was about to push out and then to go out, and then it just dropped back in. Did not yet hit stop loss. My stop loss is at 2,700, where I would take a trade if not yet entering at that new low, because if Bitcoin drops even a little bit, which it, of course, when it's approaching 95K can have a little bit of pullbacks, of course, that will annihilate the alts. So just be cautious of that because they're already quite low. So if Bitcoin even drops just a little bit, it will hammer the alts. So 3,032 is where I would open along on Ethereum. That was that previous support area you can see here, the last month. 3,032, stop loss 3,000, risking 24 to make. Target would be 3,500. I would make that target of this smaller breakout, 3,500. Risk to reward is 20 times, risking $24 per Ethereum to make 523, 20 risk to reward ratio. That's the trade I would take on Ethereum. 3,032, stop loss at 3,000. No, stop loss need to be below 2,700. Stop loss needs to be 2,700. Then I would actually keep this trade open all the way to the bull market target. But I don't know, do we have a bull market on the altcoins like we always do? Or is this just ETFs buying Bitcoin, going crazy and no money really coming into the alts, which is what it looks like actually, which is quite scary. Ethereum also broke this descending triangle last night. It should have broken to the upside, but it broke to the downside. It looked like it was going to the upside. Then Bitcoin just had like a $300 pullback and it just dropped the alts. So quite dangerous for the altcoins. I'd be very defensive here, everyone. Protect your capital. Now is not the time to go heavy long. The time to go heavy long was at 16K. Ethereum at 700 with me if you're following my videos. Let's go into... I want to check out World. $2.10. I went long on World. You can see on the weekly time frame, we have this symmetrical triangle building. Big support at $1.60. I don't think it would go below that because that yellow trend line that goes back to 2023, July. But very possible still. If Bitcoin was to drop now, I don't know what would happen to the alts because Bitcoin barely dropping and the alts are getting hammered. The best time to go where I could add a long on World, is a bit of a pullback to this yellow trend line. I would try to catch it from here. I'm in a World long, but just every time Bitcoin even slightly drops, altcoins get destroyed. So I'd be very cautious, and I would take profit at $5.90. This is the trade I would take at World, opening at $1.60, stop loss at $1.40, I would say. Even lower should be. But say $1.40, I wouldn't take much risk here. Risking 6% to make potentially 278%, 43 risk to reward ratio. This is the trade I would take on World. But again, everyone, you have to do your own due diligence. Very risky at the moment because again, it's not like in March when Bitcoin pumped in March to 69K. Everything like World ran to $12. This time Bitcoin's at 95K and World has gone not even moved. Something is very wrong with what's going on here. And every time, look, Bitcoin just pulled back just a little bit and altcoins are getting hammered. You see that Bitcoin just now pulled back just a little bit. You can see this little dip from 94,900 to 94,600 and altcoins are getting hammered. It's very interesting what's happening in the market. Also follow me on X. I'm going to pick a winner for $200 in the next video. So make sure you watch and comment. Anyone who comments on one of my posts and follows me will go into the chance. And go into Telegram. There's 197 of you online right now, 700 at nighttime, Bitcoin 95K. And it looks like it's not stopping. It's just continually pushing out. This guy's sharing Bitcoin trades. You're showing a too low time frame. Oh, monthly time frame. He's showing monthly time frame. Bitcoin looks good on the monthlies. Wow, crazy. No one knows when this will stop. H-bar. Guys, tell me I'm not the only one who thinks Elder Scrolls every time I read about this man. Dogecast, people sharing. Nvidia reported amazing earnings, 3.5 billion in revenue for Q3, 6% higher than expected, and then it dropped 2% after hours, which is crazy. But it's showing that the market can keep going. You can follow everyone in here. And hi, can you give a forecast? Just did for World. I followed you. Why didn't you list me? I'm from Bangladesh. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you. Up soon. Down not possible. It's actually true. It doesn't stop. We're not pulling back. All the links down below, everyone. I got a beautiful comment today from someone. Here you can see 2021 you got me into trading. He told me about his. So hey, I'm 20 years old. This was in 2021. I just finished a course in trading, and as I have a lot of free time recently, as COVID has closed my workplace, I have minimal money, but I just want to know if it's worth continuing. I put 60 so far and made $10 profit yesterday. Now I sold. I really love trading, watching your videos for advice, but in your opinion, is it worth it? 2021, he's posted this yesterday. He's messaged me. 2021, you got me into trading. I had $60. Now I have over $45,000. Thank you, brother. You got me here. Me and my family appreciate you. Amazing. Congratulations. And I get many comments like this every day. James, you changed my life. Not only started trading, getting more money, but my mindset changed. Love for you, brother. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate tips. Following advice has made me 10K in profits. My investment portfolio is a Bitcoin ETF. Amazing. Hopefully you're still holding that because it doesn't stop. I closed my Bitcoin trade at 92, which wasn't so smart. Maybe. Because of you, James, I'm moving to the beach. Love you, James. God bless you and everyone you love. And I get many comments like this every day, which is beautiful. I want you to learn trading. You make your own decisions, everyone. I'm showing you my lessons, my losses, and my wins. This was when I was buying heavy in 2022, December at the lows. Bitcoin, MCRT, Bitcoin was 16K. Uniswap was, I don't know, I think few dollars. Google was $80, now it's $200. Meta was $80, now $600. Tesla was $80, now it's $300 and something dollars, which is beautiful. And you can see everyone chatting and discussing and their gains, and all the links to the videos, to all the things are down below. Under the video, Bybit, you get a 60K bonus. It's my favorite exchange for trading. Weex, $200 bonus on sign up and up to $20,000 bonuses. It's exclusive offers for USA, UK, and Australia, which is interesting. They can target other countries that Bybit can't. And you can see all the links down below. And jamescryptoguru.com for the courses. That's my updates in the market, everyone. Let's see if Bitcoin gives us a little bit of a pullback to activate trades. If you made life-changing money, take some of it, everyone. In 2013, Bitcoin went to $1,000, then dropped to $100. In 2017, Bitcoin went to $20,000. If you're following me, and dropped to $3,000. In 2021, Bitcoin went to $69,000 and then dropped to $16,000. Now Bitcoin is at $95,000. We were buying it on this channel at $16,000. Remember when I had that 40 Bitcoin long at 19K? Should have just kept it open and did nothing else for the rest of my life, actually. Love you all. Have an amazing day, but be cautious up here. If you made life-changing money, take it, change your life. There's going to be thousands of opportunities. If you've been watching my videos for 4 years, you've seen thousands of opportunities on Tesla at $80, Google at $80, Bitcoin at $16, Ethereum at $700 on this channel 2 years ago. So there's always opportunities. Change your life with the money you've made. Love you all. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you all again tomorrow.